The perennial debate surrounding human free will versus predestination continues to fascinate scholars, theologians, and philosophers alike. This age-old contention probes into the essence of human autonomy, juxtaposing those who advocate determinism with proponents of freedom. Materialistic schools of thought, such as behaviorists, and those from deterministic schools like the Boris, posit that human beings function merely as a collection of sensory reactions, material and neurological processes defined by the laws of physics, suggestive of inevitability. According to behaviorists, a child's personality is firmly shaped by the age of 5, rendering subsequent change an impossibility. This perspective asserts that personality, alongside psychological issues and complexes, crystallize within those formative years. Behaviorism, thus, aligns with determinism, suggesting behavior stems from instinctual drives which freeze and define one's responses permanently from early childhood. Lucidly deterministic, Freudian thought similarly postulates that human actions, even to finer nuances, are dictated by ingrained instincts. Marxists share this deterministic belief, viewing history as driven by immutable conflicts maintained by the tools of production. Such materialistic views reduce religion, thought, art, and customs to mere products of economic circumstances, obfuscating genuine subjectivity. These doctrines suggest class dictates behavior and that environmental context shapes human conduct inherently. Yet, amidst this deterministic camp stands the moral and religious sect, which steadfastly assert human freedom, albeit not in absolute terms. In their view, man's freedom converges at the point of moral decision-making. The capacity to choose between good and evil lies within the domain of human liberty. Critics of religion suggest contradictions between human freedom and divine will. However, this view fails to consider the theological standpoint that human freedom exists within divine volition. It is claimed that fate and free will are not antagonistic, as divine providence aligns with the inclinations of the human soul. In examining animal societies, from ants to bees, programmed instinctual behavior recorded within their genetics showcases a deterministic approach at play, supporting the concept of inherited patterns. Each ant functions akin to microcomputers, executing intrinsically programmed tasks. Within these insect societies, individuality dissolves and collective interest prevails. However, as life ascends the evolutionary ladder, individuality emerges from birds to complex mammals, where behaviors manifest more distinctly, rooted not in programmed instinct but in personal desires and consciousness. In human societies, this individuality is flamboyantly varied, highlighting a vast spectrum within human potential and behavior, challenging the deterministic view by showcasing adaptability and choice through environment and nurture. The debate persists as scientific advancements, particularly gene manipulation, raise profound ethical questions concerning predetermined traits. Engineered genetics proponents envision altering human inheritance, though such ventures on simpler organisms like fruit flies have met unremarkable success. Ultimately, the discourse on free will versus determinism remains inconclusive, while determinism explains many natural phenomena. The capacity for humans to choose, conceive alternatives, and exert volitional acts underscores a narrative of freedom that resonates deeply within the moral and religious worldview. Thus, the heart, unfettered by coercion, embodies the best argument in this philosophical dilemma, eliciting the sentiment that, fundamentally, humans are free. As the heart chooses love, unmoved by external forces or material pressures, it symbolizes the sanctuary of true freedom. This battle between compulsion and choice echoes an understanding that within the soul lies ultimate autonomy, unaffected by deterministic constraints.